Okay, so the original plan was not for me to talk about the travel day for our Japan trip, but it was pretty interesting and there's some things I want to talk about, so I'm just gonna run through that real quick for the first vlog of this. So our first flight was to Calgary, and on the first flight was pretty standard, nothing to nothing to write home about. You're on the plane for a few hours and then you get off. But during the plane ride, my friend brought a deck of Hanafuda cards, and it's a Japanese like set collection game, but I like it a lot because as I was thinking about this, it describes how I feel about life in general, or how you play it, I guess. Describes how I feel about life right now. I'm not gonna go over the rules. It'd be too much to explain. You can look it up if you want, but you play 12 rounds with someone, and the one who has the most points at the end wins, basically. The rounds aren't long. They're very, very short. But you can play very safe and just like inch your way through the game, which my friend Vince ended up doing. Only really works if you're ahead of your opponent. As soon as you fall behind, that strategy doesn't work. So you need to take bigger risks in order to get further ahead. And me being me, I happen to be the guy that's falling behind. My friend is like taking these 1-point rounds off of me. I needed to take more risks so I could win. And I did, and I ended up getting a large enough lead that he couldn't close the gap with this safe strategy that he was playing. You can play it safe for the rest of your life. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't think you're going to get anywhere. We had like a 4-hour layover or something looks nuts like that at the Calgary airport while we waited for the flight to Tokyo. We started up Monster Hunter. My friends were like, very excited about it. They were trying to get me into it. I might make a video about that in the later down the line, but I mean, it was alright, I guess. Yeah, we played Monster Hunter for like 4 hours while we waited for the flight. And then we had our flight to Tokyo, which was 12 hours. I thought it would be 16 hours. I thought the flight was going to be way longer, but it wasn't. And here's the stupid part. So we land in Tokyo, land in the Narita airport in Tokyo. And in Tokyo, there's 2 airports. So our next flight was going to be from the Hanada airport, but we landed in the Narita airport. So we had 2.5 hours to get from that airport to the other airport, which was fucking nuts. I don't understand why the flight was booked like that. It was not pleasant. We still had to go through customs, and then we had to find a way to get to Narita, Hanada. We had to find a way to get to Hanada airport to catch our flight to Osaka. Not to mention going through security, bag check, all that fucking. We ended up taking a limousine bus, which is like $30 a person. That takes you straight from Narita Airport to Hanada Airport. And that was like a 2-hour, something like that. I think it was like a 2-hour drive. I don't know. It was fucking, we were cutting it very close. Very close. And to top it all off, we got to Hanada Airport. We have trouble checking in. We asked one of the attendants to help us, but she doesn't speak any English. Yeah, we ended up making a mad dash for like 1,000 feet to get to the terminal so we could get to our flight. We take another bus that takes us to the train station. None of us know how to work the train station. Everyone's kind of scared to go onto a line because we have our luggage with us. We don't know where we're going. I honestly don't know how we ended up making it to the hotel, but we did. By the time we got to the hotel, it was maybe 10 o'clock local time. So we basically took a shower and then passed out. And that was day 0 of our Japan trip. Thanks for watching, and have yourself a good one.